Gonna be making some classic, cozy, good for the soul soup. Literally the plot of Ratatouille. Ring the bells! This is a pour from the heart kind of situation. 2 shots of vodka to the Dutch oven. You're coming with me. Heavens me, there's oil splashing everywhere. This is such a perfect lazy dinner. Can't pay those extra $3. Skimpier than a lingerie said. I got a wooden spoon in a dream. Pull out your heart, baby. I think next is, oh, hi. Wanna come give your input?
I was gonna get a Rice Krispie treat.
Oh. And the soup is starting to boil. Is it typically that color? Making chicken and dumpling soup, because if I can, you can too. Hello everyone and kitties. Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna pretend like I'm still not actively fighting the battle with the onion in my eyeball. I swear it lingers. It lingers forever. For fun. In this video, I'm gonna be making some classic, cozy, good for the soul soup, chicken and dumplings. I have never made dumplings from scratch. I made chicken from scratch, but hey, it's a pretty simple recipe. Stop. I won't be here all night, alright. But I'm excited to make this soup. I asked my partner what he would like me to cook for this video, because I really want to do a cooking video to kind of like launch into this next year doing more of them. I think it's fun and also inspiring. Hence the title, making chicken and dumpling soup, because if I can, you can too. And that's not self-deprecating. I'm a great cook, but I think we all can be a great cook. Alright? Oh my god. That's literally the plot of Ratatouille. Come on. Alright, come on. It's too perfect. Now, I did already go to the store. I gathered the ingredients, as you can hear. So, cue that montage here. That was nice, wasn't it? A little ASMR. Anyways, I also went ahead and chopped up my vegetables. Go ahead and cue that here. Do you like that transition? I think I did. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I was going to write out this recipe, and I'm not gonna let me not doing it right now discourage me from doing it in the future. Because, listen, this is a one-time thing. I'm using my iPad. Okay? This iPad in high school with the money I made working at Chipotle. So, it's old as hell. I'm gonna use it to look at this recipe. This is also the first cooking video in this kitchen, which is just really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff out and situated, and then I'll meet you again once we're on to the next step. Okay. The first step of the recipe is to get ring the bells, to get a Dutch oven, which I don't have. I only have a Swiss oven. I'm just kidding. I don't even think that's a funny joke. But I'm using this pan. Alright, I'm gonna set that there. I'm gonna put it over medium heat. I got my boneless, not skinless, but hey, come on. Can't pay those extra $3 in this time. And I'm gonna take this olive oil. I'm gonna pour. I think there's a measurement, but you know what? I think with something like this is a pour from the heart kind of situation. Alright? Well, that was nice. Glass bottle, baby. Hear that? That is what money sounds like. Alright, and then... Alright, that's good. I feel like that video of that Vine of that woman, and she's like, 2 shots of vodka? You know the reference? Alright. I'm waiting for the pan to heat up, but I just want to point out that this is in like this radioactive green. That'll be me pointing to the finished pot pie, chicken and dumpling soup. Pot pie, the hell? Where is he? Eating spinach. Anyways, yeah, radioactive green. You hear that oil? Probably not, because you're in here on this microphone. We're gonna go add this chicken to the pot, to the pan, to the Dutch oven. You're coming with me. That's also a reference, I think. Okay, I need to clean that. Just know that I see it. I accidentally put that on high heat for some reason, so let's hope it's not like... Okay, I'm gonna use these tongs. I don't fancy touching raw meat. Okay, we have to let it sear for 3 minutes on each side. And you have to sprinkle. Oh my gosh, it's so loud, I gotta speak up. Oh heavens me, there's oil splashing everywhere. Oh God, above. You gotta sprinkle salt and pepper on each side. I say if you want to get funkier with it, baby, get funky. I'm gonna go ahead and do salt and pepper. I'm not going by the book, but okay, I can't even walk in a straight line. I am gonna go ahead and just do salt and pepper here. I think there's probably more seasoning to come, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sit here for 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and flip this. Oh, I wonder if this was actually 3 minutes. I think it was. But, like, the clock's in the video, so the jury is truly out here. I might, though, like, I might do the old one, too. I might even, you know, flip it over and sear it for a little bit longer again. I didn't catch it, but I just almost busted my... It would have been funny, but I didn't. So, there's a win. My back cracked. It said, thank you, heavens above. And thank you to me not slipping as well. However, I'm like scrolling to look at the next step while my chicken's searing. You know, I'm trying to get ahead of the game. And on the recipe, she so humbly is like, this is such a perfect lazy dinner for a casual Sunday or a weekday meal. Anyone can cook. Anyone can cook. My screen just flashed when I said that. Mary is taking over. She's like, do not talk on me, girl. It'll be the last thing you do. Now cook that chicken and dumpling soup. Watch your chicken. Aye, aye, Captain. I'm back. I just fought a gnarly battle with chicken skin. Because I remembered that the recipe said boneless, skinless. And I just cracked a joke like a wise. Can't pay those extra $3. So, yeah, I battled with the chicken skin. And then as I was taking it off, I remembered that when my mom would cook chicken, I was fiending for that chicken skin. And so I'm frying one of them to see if I can make it good. I'm hungry, y'all. Alright? I've just been focusing on this dinner, okay? Lunch with Skimpy. Skimpier than a lingerie said. Alright, so I'm taking my chicken out to rest, and now I'm gonna get the butter ready. Alright, this is so funny because I don't know how much butter to use. She isn't telling me. However, hold on, pause for sneeze. Sneeze. However, I'm just gonna put a good little dollop in there. Nothing crazy, just a little dollop. Just a little dollop. And I see now why it should be in a Dutch oven. So I'm going to cook this in here and I'm going to get a pot out. But first I'm going to add the onions, carrots, celery, and garlic. I thought I had garlic and I don't. So I'm going to use garlic powder. Get a load of that. I've got the veggies in the pan and an egregious amount of garlic powder, which will compensate for not having actual garlic. I am gonna add more butter though, because I don't feel satisfied with my initial slap. So we're gonna keep this going. I got a wooden spoon in a dream. Ooh, smelling good. I'm gonna let that cook. This is where I'm gonna have to move this pot of water, but actually I can use it for adding to this. I'm sauteing this for about 5 minutes. I always go higher. Like, I don't know. I always have it maybe a little overcooked than under. Undercooked is just so disappointing. Overcooked, I'm like, whatever. Had to happen, I guess. But I'm gonna grab a big pot. The biggest pot I got. Oops. And I'm gonna get that ready. Because I'm gonna transfer that to that once That's sun sauteing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just bringing down the hatches. Bringing down the hatches. Just mind that. Mind that. Mind that. It's a whole symphony of noises. I don't know how much the microphone mutes it, but I'm doing this, and then the recipe calls for me to add in the seasonings and the flour. I forgot the camera was right there. I almost ran into you. You know that one scene in What We Do in the Shadows when the Baron recognizes the camera? So many references today. Okay, I added thyme, and then I'm adding sage, and then rosemary. We're gonna keep this on a medium. What is the last one? I swear there was one more. I guess not. Okay. And then now we're going to add in some gluten-free flour. I have my gluten-free flour. This is kind of scary to go by the heart with this. But you know what? Pull out your heart, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and just start sprinkling it in. We'll just go simple at first. Stir that all together. Oh, don't know what that... Oh, okay. Must have been me. And this is starting to thicken. This is starting to thicken. I think next is... Oh, hi. This is funny to me. I'm just a little jokester. I'm eating a gummy bear from Christmas, but you add now in... What? You now add in the chicken broth and stir that in. Keep stirring. Alright. Great. I should have checked if this was gluten-free. Whatever. Check if yours is. I'm a little silly. I'm going ahead and cooking up some more carrots over here because listen, there's not enough carrots happening in that pot. But I'm not going overboard. You want to come give your input?
I was gonna get Rice Krispie treat.
Oh. Ow.
The fragrances are simply magnifique.
Win! Chicken skin is good. That's the update there. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add in the carrots. And the soup is starting to boil. So I'm going to stir it up. Yes. Now that it's boiling. Oh my gosh. There's a lot happening. We gotta clean up the workplace. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add in that chicken. Bones and all, baby. This is not the Timothée Chalamet Taylor Russell film. This is life. Alright, we're gonna stir that up. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, once the chicken's in the pot, you reduce the heat to almost fell again. Reduce the heat to medium. And we're cooking that for about 7 to 8 minutes. The dumplings call for some melted butter. So I'm gonna go, or softened, but I typically go and just go ahead and melt it because I feel like it just saves an extra step. You know, we're waiting for so long for it to be melted. So I'm gonna go ahead and microwave this for like 30 seconds. And voila, it's pretty much just softened. This is a cup and I need 3/4 of a cup of milk. I'm using oat milk for my milk of choice. However, you probably feel free to do whatever you choose. Why is it yellow? Why is it yellow? It doesn't expire till next year. That's okay. Shake it up. Go with that flow. Is it typically that color? Okay. Gonna add that to the bowl. Now we're just gonna add in a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. No. Almost did something silly. But I didn't. I got this whole thing of apple cider vinegar for this, which I'm gonna start just doing apple cider vinegar shots. Just kidding. You drink it watered down. My mom used to do it, and then... Okay, wait. It's a teaspoon. I can't mess this up. Oh. Oh! Ring-a-ding-ding! I didn't mess it up too bad. My mom would drink water with apple cider vinegar for her health. And so I started taking shots of it because I couldn't stand just drinking it. And then she told me that it was like eroding my teeth slowly, so I can't do that anymore. I'm gonna be sipping the juice. Now you need 2 cups of gluten-free 1-to-1 flour. So I'm gonna put that over the sink probably. Probs over the bowl actually. No waste here, and I can guess how much spilled over, so totally fine here. That was Riff Raff from Rocky Horror. If you know, you know. Yeah, I'm wearing sweatpants under my dress. Oh my god. I need to do some yoga or something really quick. I am cleaning up the flour. I am cleaning and sweeping up the flowers that fell. That was supposed to be a song, but it didn't even sound like a riddle. Matter of fact, it did not even sound like a spell. One eternity later. Now, you go ahead and add in 2 eggs. Be careful not to get in any shells. Been doing that lately. Confession. And now 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder, which I imagine is just a few pinches. Probably that much. Now some salt and the butter. Yay. I am really excited to see how they come out because this is looking good. It did not even soften. Oh my god. Let me be serious. Didn't even. Okay, sorry. I wasn't sighing like in any type of way. I just hate the sound. For example, I'm gonna stir this all together. Would you look at that? I just made dough from scratch. If I added yeast, would this be bread? Am I about to be a... Hold on. This is a cooking channel. Now we're going to set this aside, then we're going to pull out the chicken. I don't know why I'm doing so many accents. I'm so sorry. Let me be locked in. I'm gonna pull out the chicken and shred it, and then I'm gonna throw that back in and add the frozen peas. It also says to add in half and half. I'm like, I didn't see that in the ingredients, Mary. I did go ahead and make some more carrots and celery. I just sauteed them up and then kind of like pan boiled them. And now I'm adding those to the pot. Now you can see. Okay, that pan is off. I was like, hold on now. Alright, so I have those in. And now I'm going to get my shredded chicken that, oh god, was very painful to do. That stuff is hot, alright? We're just gonna go ahead and put that in there. I just washed my hands, so make sure you're keeping your space clean and washing your hands. They teach you that in Ratatouille as well. They also tell you to put your hair up, girl. And then now I am going to add my frozen peas. Quite a little bit. Oh, Jesus. And now I'm going to give that a stir. And this is when it says to top it off with half and half. I didn't get half and half, Mary. I have some almond milk. It's half oat milk, half almond milk in this recipe. That's my way of thinking, I think. Skadoosh. So I'm going to stir that up. I'm going to be crazy. No, this is perfectly rational. I'm adding more of every seasoning because we've added so much to the original soup that I want it to keep its flavor. I don't want to sacrifice flavor for volume. So I'm gonna go ahead with, I'm just facing away. If this was a play, I'd be ruined, but I have a mic. For the mic. So, doesn't matter. This is my show. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves. Yay. Okay. And we're gonna stir that all in all together. I had that just on a low simmer. I'm gonna bring that up a tad little bit. And now we're gonna take our dough, and it says to get a cookie scooper. Anyone else have a cookie scooper? So I'm gonna use a spoon. I'm essentially just gonna be spooning a bunch of little balls onto the top of the soup. This is my dumpling scooping song. It is too late to sing along, so bye. We are now entering a ceremonial tea pouring. Come join us for a moment. Finn. Well, can't say I didn't see it coming. One eternity later, here I am to try the chicken and dumplings. I'm gonna add some Cholula to it preemptively.
Because no one's... Oh, dang. Why did you gonna do later? Because no one's here to stop me.
Well, like, who am I posing for? I'm yapping too much for this. Let's get to trying. I feel like I don't have any dumplings in this bowl. Hold on now. That cannot do. Alright, I got some more dumpling. Because I don't know what I did, but I didn't have any dumpling. So now we're going to have a full bite with a full dumpling. That first bite feeling. It's like my third bite. Ooh, that's good though. There's a nice seasonings happening. I might have cut the vegetables up a little bit more. I don't really like big chunky vegetables in my soups. That's just me. I don't know what else I might have changed. It's pretty good though. I go ahead and give that 4 out of 5 bananas. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things. Check out my channel for other content. Hold on, I almost forgot the whole mission here. Everybody can cook. Thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome, be kind and respectful, be good, make good choices, take care of your loved ones, and be safe. Bye, kitties. Stay filthy most of all.